I'm Eric Sparks, founder of Swift and True Media and editor-in-chief of the Echoes of Empyrean magazine. Did you know that modern fantasy was revived by Christians? It's true. Authors J.R.R. Tolkien and C.S. Lewis both put the truths about the human spirit and nature that they learned through their walk of faith into their literary works. Indeed, the human spirit, and anything it creates, cannot help but reflect the greater spiritual reality, and the closer to God the artist is, the clearer that reflection appears. As Tolkien put it, we have come from God, and inevitably, the myths woven by us, though they contain error, will also reflect a splintered fragment of the true light, the eternal truth that is with God. The motto of Echoes of Empyrean is spreading the fire of creation because it encapsulates both of our goals, to honor our creative Father through our subcreations and help spread the hope of Christ, the Father's work of recreation. Let me explain why we are launching Echoes of Empyrean and what makes us unique, the need and the method. Christians desperately need to re-engage the arts. Is it any wonder that the Bible's largest book is a work of poetry, mostly penned by David, the man after God's own heart? God knows the power of storytelling. It's why so many of Christ's teachings were in parables, and why so much of the Bible is written in story. And yet, Christians have largely abandoned anything beyond devotional material. Devotional material is of course needed, as are strong apologetics, theology, and every other spiritual discipline, and our art should not be used in place of these things, but in addition to them. For in our absence, the enemy has gladly filled the art vacuum with his lies. The human heart needs the exercise in empathy and the cathartic release the arts provide. When those who honor God do not provide that, people will naturally turn to substitutes, even if they are poisonous, just as those dying of thirst at the ocean tend to give in to drinking salt water. But more than that, we are created in the image of our Father. Therefore, we too are creative. Christians engaging in the arts are imitating the Father in Christ, through whom all things were created. When Christians imitate their Father, they begin to know Him and understand Him better. If you want an example of this, I encourage you to read the articles on faith and craft in our demo, both the essay and the author interview. Echoes of Empyrean recognizes two things about trying to meet the need we just discussed. Our art must never take the place of directly sharing the gospel. That's why 10% of gross profit will be donated directly to missions with those sharing the love and good news of Jesus Christ. The other is this. While most of the publishing world keeps its profits for themselves and just gives the actual content creators their scraps or even mere exposure, Echoes of Empyrean will destroy that model for a much more biblical one. After the 10% donation to missions, the remaining amount of gross profit is split 50-50 with those whose work is accepted for publication at Echoes of Empyrean and the magazine's staff. Each contributor gets an equal share of the half allotted to the contributors, and the finances from Echoes of Empyrean will be made public on our website as proof of this commitment. Is that insane? Maybe. It will certainly require more revenue before Echoes of Empyrean staff can rely on this publication as their primary source of income. But there are two things to consider. When you believe that you are called to a mission, as I do, you give yourself to it, not wait until it can give you what you need. Second, never underestimate what God can do when you try to make sure the work of your hands honors and glorifies Him. If you believe that God can use this and are eager for Christian artists to be able to glorify God in their work, and also believe that it is time for the publishing industry to be shaken up, please consider supporting us. Already we have people on 4 continents that have joined us, including missionaries, teachers, and other Christian thinkers and creatives. We would be honored to fight alongside you as we work to spread the fire of creation here at Echoes of Empyrean.